Well, good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Um, I'm hoping everything's doing good. Trying something new tonight. Um, Playing a little music, soft music in the background. Playing a little soft music in the background. So I'm kind of hoping, but I had to shut off. I had to pause my TV. Forgot to do that, you know. Anyway, so hey there, everybody. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to this Thursday early evening coffee and me live stream. So please, in the chat, you know, let us know who you are, where you are, where you are. Put any comments or questions up in the chat box.
Hello.
And
Hello. Hello.
somebody will field them. Okay, I guess if there's a wicked echo, I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's coming from the music. Let me try to stop it. Hoping that quiets down the echo, hopefully. If not, I'm sorry. We'll have to continue. Like I said, put any comments or questions up in the chat box. I happen to be in Florida, so I apologize for any, ahead of time if any technical difficulties come out your way during this live stream. A short ride. I am a short ride from the Kennedy Space Center. Have you ever been there? It's awesome. It really is. I need to come back for a few more times. There's just so much to take in there. My name is Tracey Pacheco Medeiros. I am an author, a suicide attempt survivor, suicide loss survivor, and an impacted family member.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Where's impacted family member. I'm a Massachusetts state certified peer specialist with a BA in psychology and concentration on addictions. I love motorcycles and minions, road trips, and Stephen King. For a year, my coffee and me's have typically been in the morning. Tonight, I thought it would be nice to hang out with you after supper. So I drove solo on my motorcycle, from Massachusetts to here. Yes, I did that. It's a long road trip. But these, I take these trips because they're a very important part of my mental, emotional, and psychological wellness. My soul care. And believe me, I really do appreciate that I can do this on so many levels. To be employed and be able to save money, to work in a flexible structure that allows me to take time away from home. And I notice, I said home, right? Not away from work. The good percentage of my work since the pandemic has been virtual. And I have the benefit of being able to work from home. Now that's a subject for a few chats. Working from home, that's a few chats. I'm still trying to figure that out and the ins and outs of that. I clearly need a lot more structure in my day. But back to this extended road trip. I used to think that I needed a lot of money and other stuff to be able to be happy or have a hobby or go places. So when one of my friends heard that I was doing this, he said that he wished that he could take the time off, to do something like this. I mean, I totally get it. Not everybody can, get the time off to do something like this. I'm not saying I've got this down perfect or anything, but I'm getting better at recognizing that there is a lot that I can do without money. So let me pause, to give a shout out to my friend Jackie Christmas in Missouri. She is a couple of months away from her official retirement. Huh? Imagine that. She's going to be retiring from the Missouri Department of Mental Health. Congratulations, Jackie. So if you need some structure, give Anne Marie a call, not me, because I'm not it. So, and here is something else, about Jackie. She paints rocks for her soul care and to help support others. It's bringing art into suicide prevention, intervention, and postvention. That's soul care, right? I do diamond art beading and sometimes some wood carving. I always feel better, when I do something creative like that. And I also color on certain times. And why are we talking about this, right? Because I am a suicide attempt survivor. And it's important to have a life worth living. And I don't sit around waiting for someone else to do that for me. They can't, right? So now, I don't mean other people can't help and support and encourage me. They can, and we all benefit from that. And not something I get a lot of growing up. So after my last attempt, more than 20 years ago, I had to change how I looked at life. I had to find healthy and helpful coping skills. And I have to be willing to learn new things to improve the quality of my life, And I don't do these live stream chats to hear the sound of my voice. I don't even play these back because I don't like hearing my voice, to be honest with you. So on another note, so as a certified peer specialist, I know the value of the peer-to-peer interaction, one lived experience voice with another. I do wish I was aware of other suicide attempt survivors so much sooner in my recovery and my wellness journey. For a long time, I thought I was a freak and I was totally alone. That's how I felt. So we know that talk saves lives. And one of the things that I'm always stressing with attempt survivors and loss survivors and their families in our impacted family and friends wellness workshops is how important it is for us to all break the silence and talk about what we have experienced and how we've not only learned to cope with this trauma, but to also find a life worth living in the face of it. Over the years, whether at schools, community conversations, conferences, I've witnessed and experienced the positive impact that sharing my story has on others. And I took the risk to just stand up and share my story from the heart. I know a lot of suicide attempt and loss survivors wonder about telling their story publicly or even putting it into a book. The best advice I was given was to stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about writing a book and just sit down and have a conversation. Now, that first conversation that ended up as this book took about 10 years to share. I mean, seriously, 10 years. You don't have to write a book, but please understand, if you have this lived experience, please break the silence. Step out of the shadows so others will do the same. That's the only hope we have of shattering the stigma, the judgment, and discrimination. We all need to come together. Our experience matters. So, right? Back to the road trip, right? So, I think I'll do the next Coffee and Me on the Kennedy Space Center and how that has helped my soul care and sense of well-being. I mean, I met an astronaut, for real, an astronaut, right? So now that's just a little snippet of what happened to me at the Kennedy Space Center. So now that's a story for the next Coffee and Me. So be on the lookout for the next one, right? Because you don't want to miss it. All about the Kennedy Space Center and how that impacted my wellness. I'm even going to have pictures. So be on the lookout, people. I will be posting it, okay? I want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. You have a good night now.